You're listening to Rise to Your Purpose with Brandie and Natalie, a personal development podcast for entrepreneurs with a mission. Here's your hosts, Brandie and Natalie. You're listening to episode 1 of Rise to Your Purpose. If you're in the United States, you're probably feeling the effects of the COVID-19 virus. Here in Indiana, we are social distancing and actually on a travel ban until at least April 6th. And so a lot of people I've been talking to are just feeling so lost and struggling to find their purpose or how to serve during this time of isolation. So for today's episode, we wanted to start off with a mission anyone, but mainly any female entrepreneur can get behind. You will hear an interview between Brandie and Nikki Back, a photographer out of Kentucky, who recently went through a miscarriage. Through her grief, she created a hug in a box. Listen in on her story and how you can help any woman in your tribe experiencing this type of loss. All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I really wanted to take some time today to introduce you to my friend Nikki Back. So as a lot of you guys know, the loss of a child or the loss of not even being able to conceive a child is something that's really near and dear to my heart. And each type of loss is really, it's just its own unique experience that really should be acknowledged. And so today I wanted to acknowledge the loss and grief that comes along with miscarriage and how just a simple act of kindness can go a long way during this really a tragic time in our lives. And so this is my friend Nikki. She's a fellow entrepreneur and has her own photography company called Backsnaps in Kentucky. And we actually know each other through my sister-in-law, Casey. Her and Casey went to college together. And we were actually in Kentucky together a few weeks ago, and she was sharing this story with me about her personal experience with miscarriage and a mission that she's created from that loss. So I asked if she would be willing to hop on here and share her experience with us, and she said yes. So Nikki, I'll let you take it away and share whatever you're comfortable with, and then just share what you're doing and how people can support you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for doing this too. It's awesome that you're bringing light to this issue that lots of women have. Honestly, I didn't even know how many women it affected until it happened to me, and women started coming out of the woodwork just saying, I'm here for you. I've been through that, and you would never know it's such a silent issue. So I miscarried at 9 weeks back in November, and it was just a super tragic time for my husband and I, and we also have a daughter who's 3, and it was very hard. And honestly, it took me to a pretty dark place. My hospital was not very supportive through the whole process. They actually made things very difficult on me. The blood work after, calling for results, I won't get into it all, long story short, but it was just not a great situation. Actually, weeks after I miscarried, I found out that they had a support group at the hospital, and nobody had even said anything to me about it. So I ended up joining a support group online, and I just saw there was such a need for women to be supported through miscarriages. Luckily, I have a great supportive husband and lots of family and friends who sent me things, who sent me flowers, who dropped off food. I mean, it wasn't just the day after, it was days on end that people did this for me and just made me feel seen and loved. And when I got onto my support group, I realized that there were so many women that they don't have that. And they were looking for support from women they didn't even know on Facebook. So I was just angry about the situation, angry about the women that were so sad, and myself that was sad. And I just started thinking about how I could help. So I started thinking about making boxes that were I said it's kind of like a hug in a box. So just filling the box with comfort items and then donating that to the hospital to give out to women who have miscarried. So I was thinking of a name, and I was reading and praying, and I came on the verse in Psalms that says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." And so I decided to use that, fearfully and wonderfully made pregnancy loss kits. And I just kind of started from there.
That's so awesome. I love that you call it like a hug in a box too. I
Yeah.
think that really is what it is. And so how can people support you or maybe even do something like this in their own community?
Yeah. So right now I'm not asking for money donations, just because there's a lot of law stuff involved with that. So I have had some friends that have donated books, journals, candles. I've had some friends that have actually, my sister-in-law made her own boxes and sent them to me, and I'm going to donate those. So I actually have one right here. I need to get a box. That's the number one thing. People are like, oh, you need a prettier box. But right now I am doing it with mostly my own money. So it has to be cheaper so that I can get as many made as I can. But I'm filling them with things, journals, tissues, socks, lotion, word searches, red box codes for a movie, just little comfort things that might distract someone that's
Yeah.
hard time, that's sad. So people could, I mean, close friends have been dropping off donations and things like that. Right now, I'm with this virus and everything that's going around, I'm really asking for people to do donations because everybody's, worried about themselves and their families. Totally fine. Like, I absolutely understand that. But something people could do is go to my Facebook page, which is the Fearfully and Wonderfully Made Support Pregnancy Pregnancy Loss Support Kit. It's a support group on Facebook. People can join that, and when the women do receive these boxes, I have information about that group, so they can add themselves to that group, and then there are the people there that can support them through that. So if people want to go to that page and visit just for updates and
yeah, and I can drop that link below in the comments after the live as well.
Yeah, probably shorten it.
Yeah. Did you have an Amazon list? I thought you mentioned that when we were chatting. That people.
Yeah, I'm getting together an Amazon list, and I don't think I've posted that on the group just yet. Just when I was about to kind of, and actually when I have 20 boxes so far ready to donate. This whole virus broke out.
Yeah.
So I did post on my page and say, I am going to wait maybe a couple weeks to donate them to the hospital. I don't want to be in the hospital if I don't have to now. So, but I obviously, if somebody needs a box or wants to post on there that they have a friend that needs a box, I can definitely send that out to them. And then when this is over, I can go and donate.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate you sharing your story and just sharing how you've turned something tragic and this loss into something beautiful. I truly believe that, like, God, he works all things for our good. And so I just think it's a beautiful way to show how turning something that could be really negative and damaging into something beautiful to help other women who are going through the same thing so that they know that they're also not alone. So thank you so much for sharing that. So before we wrap up, hashtag self-love is kind of a thing that I'm doing this year and trying to do something daily that helps, just come back to filling our souls, filling our vessels. And with my own infertility grief, going back to a place of love was something that helped me. So do you have a self-love tip or care that you do? So I'm feeding Elijah right now.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. No, I journal. I do a lot of journaling, and I am doing this devotional right now. It's called Loved Baby, and I'm still going through it. I actually had somebody donate 10 of these to put in my boxes. So it's really great. Just spending time in the Word has really helped me. And then I play guitar and I sing, so sometimes I'll just kind of learn a new song or just do something for myself. Honestly, just showering and doing like a routine, especially with a 3-year-old, it's kind of nice just to get away and have my own little time to myself. So it's important to do daily just a little something for yourself.
Yeah, totally understand that. I know we were talking earlier that this is like the first time we both did our hair and makeup in a long time with like kids in the quarantine. So take it in, people.
New quarantine look.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you don't have anything else, I will let you get back to Neva and your family. So I just really appreciate you, Nikki, taking the time to chat with us and share what you're doing. And if anybody has questions or wants more information on how you can help or more information on the group, just comment below and we will do our best to answer those questions and get you connected. So with that, thank you so much and have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
We'd love to hear from you. It makes us so happy to see you tuning into the show. So if you're on Instagram, let us know what your favorite part of the show was by taking a screenshot of the episode you tuned into and tag us at Live Victorious on your story. Let us know what your favorite quote or takeaway from the episode was so that we can continue to be inspired and keep creating more content like this. To learn more about Brandie and Natalie and get involved with our community of mission-driven entrepreneurs, join our Facebook group, Purpose Partners, Partnering Together in Faith and Business. Until next time, build a business that works for you and stay in alignment with your mission.